A growth rate is change. Change is the new amount divided by the old amount, the rate of growth. And by definition, you will see a lower denominator, right, in the math. When you see a higher, if you were to see, the 5% population growth in the city of Los Angeles, it would raise a lot of eyebrows, right? People would wonder are you really counting it right? Because the number of people. So it's almost like it's kind of self-fulfilling. You see the high growth, it's in part because the denominator is smaller. And so a smaller denominator means inherently, right, you have fewer people. And you've got to look at the topography. The topography is important. Like Salt Lake Metro is super different from Phoenix. They're both high growth markets, but what you can see in, say, Salt Lake is some very serious geographic boundaries that will eventually act as constraints. Whereas in Phoenix, you've got like land for miles, right? And you've got to balance that, right? Because it's not just about the demand side, right? We were just talking like demand side metrics in terms of population growth, job growth, those macros. There's supply side as well, right? When we're talking about that, the whole premise for gateway market investment is supply constraints, right? Barriers to supply. Oh, you can't build it here, so it's going to do well. And what I'm saying is you need both, right? You need some, right? You don't want to be, you got to be real careful in Texas because, Phoenix has more natural boundaries than like Dallas, right? Dallas built forever. And it's just farm field after flat, go build it. So the supply is, you got to watch out on the supply side. It's on a spectrum. That regulation, you're looking for Goldilocks, not too much and not too little. It's not Houston, but it's not LA. My hypothesis is that you'll never see blue to red. You will always see red to blue. That's symptomatic of moving from a growth to a mature market to something that's got a critical threshold of density and barriers and maturity, like that, and that's what happens. Like that's what happened in Austin. That is the trend.